Hey y'all, hey, I'm trying to clean up real quick. Oh, I was going to use the sun, but the problem with using the sun is it can be too bright. Too bright, too bright, y'all. There we go. So all y'all heard it, possibly. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, y'all. I hope you hear me. I hope you can hear me. I see the thing moving, but I don't know if y'all. I don't know if Instagram. Oh, I mean, if YouTube you can hear me, but Instagram, I'm pretty sure you can. So yeah, this is the behind the scenes. I haven't officially started, but this gives you all an opportunity to come on in, come on in, come on in. Um, as I prepare to get my coffee. Let me get my coffee, okay, and figure out what am I gonna do. I might have to use my ring light just because of the way the way yeah. As much as I wanted to use the lighting from the sun, it was first of all blinding me. And the only way that I could effectively use the sun is by showing you my messy ass house. My messy ass apartment. Okay, I got things everywhere. You see, I got a pillow over here. Shouldn't even be seeing that. But I got all kinds of stuff on my couch. That's not where you start. Okay. I don't got no lipstick on. And y'all getting this raw and uncut. So that's the benefit of being on my team here. YouTube, you all are getting the behind the scenes. I'm holding out on Instagram um, to make it more of an official show for them. They shouldn't get the behind the scenes. Just y'all, right? So let me get my coffee. Let me get my coffee. Coffee. I'm gonna put a little copywritten music on for y'all, so y'all not just sitting out here. Do, 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 do. Okay, so I know that's been 8 minutes. Let me get online for. Okay, let's get into it. Y'all ready? Y'all come on in here. Morning chat. Welcome to the morning chat where I tell you what's on my mind in the morning time. I hope y'all had a restful night's sleep and y'all hear my washer and dryer going on in the background. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? So, we back at doing the morning chats every morning about 8:30-ish. Okay, on Instagram. I was here at 8:30 on YouTube, but Instagram, babe, hey, y'all weren't, I was getting myself together. Okay, I was getting myself together, child. Okay, um, if you want to get the behind the scenes, you're gonna want to join my According to Akara um, Patreon or subscribe to According to Conversations on YouTube, and you'll get some of the background. And it's really nothing special. It really isn't anything special, y'all. Um, Since usually me getting myself together, you might get a little more personable stuff here on YouTube. But if you want to support the channel, definitely go to my Patreon. According to Akara, it's only $3. It's only $3. Get it while it's only three. Okay. Also, let's get into the morning announcement since I'm talking about stuff. Okay, so we are resuming single saved. It was my show initially started off as single saved and satisfied. Now it's just single and satisfied. It is resuming on Sundays at 7:30 on Instagram. Okay, this is a show where we talk about relationships. Okay, this is a relationship show. We're gonna talk. We talk about a little bit of everything. Okay, when it comes to relationship, and just because it's single and satisfied doesn't mean that my married followers cannot join in. Okay, because you were not always married. I know it seems like it for y'all happily married. Like, I don't know my life without my spouse. You know what I'm saying? But those of you who remember when you were single and what you did to get married, maybe you can help out some of the single people that will come on the show on what did you do to get your man or woman. And guys, I need y'all to chime in. Talk to us. Why y'all not marrying us women anymore? Okay. We know it from our perspective, but we want to hear your perspective for real, for real. So chime in, get in here, get in here, get in here. All right. So that is the only morning announcement. Yes. Outside of the fact that morning chats are starting up again Monday through Fridays at 8:30 here on Instagram, IG, and according to Akara-Conversations. So let's get into the next segment, which is the DoorDash Chronicles as I sip my coffee is. Now, before we move on to that, I just want to say that I'm going to start, when I get a brand deal, I'm going to start telling you what's in my cup, for real. Okay? If you know of a brand deal, or a brand, a black-owned brand even, a coffee company, a tea company, a morning sip company, I might have to add the morning sip back in and where I'm featuring a coffee brand. So yes, I'm a huge coffee drinker, connoisseur of coffee. Okay, so let's get in here. All right. And I like to promote my black people, my black people, my black people. And I know might not like all y'all. And y'all businesses, y'all customer service is crap. But our products be fire. Our food be fire. But man, we just need to work on that customer service. We really do. Okay, now let's go on to the next segment called DoorDash Chronicles. Yes, DoorDash Chronicles. Okay. I don't have a story to tell you all about DoorDash this week. I'm just going to talk about night dashing. That's what I'm going to call it, night dashing. The pros and the cons of night dashing when you're doing nighttime deliveries, when the sun goes down. And for me, nighttime isn't like a certain hour. It is once the sun goes down. Okay? Now, let's start off on a good foot. The pros of nighttime dashing is usually, depending on the time of year, when the days are longer, a lot of people are pretty much off the road unless it's a Friday or Saturday evening, warm evening night. You know what I'm saying? People outside, there's a concert, whatever. Most A lot of people are not on the road, especially on Monday evenings. Oh, child, yes. There are so many there's not that many, that's not that much traffic. When I'm talking around about 7 to 9, it's not that much traffic. So it's easier to navigate the streets of Atlanta for me. Um, the other pro is, I'm trying to think of it. Uh, yeah, that's just the only pro I can think of at this time. I can't say that restaurants are quicker because um, I can't even say that. I cannot honestly say that. The only pro I can think of is it's just less cars on the road, and that's it. That's all. That's the only pro. Cons. Oh, I got a list of them. And please forgive me if I sound very pessimistic. Pessimistic. Okay, my tongue is still waking up. Okay. Um, but dang, one of the biggest pros that I have is addresses for the places that I am delivering to. Some of these apartment buildings, if you don't tell me in the instructions that I live in the Reflections or I live in 1601 Peachtree, and that's the name of your apartment complex, or I live in Arborview in Mableton. You know what I'm saying? It's the Arborview apartment complex. Um, a lot of these places don't have addresses. That's the issue in the daytime. You know, these apartment complexes, they'll just have the name, which is fine because it's all about your name. And I get that. But could you put the number 650 at at the bottom so that we can see it in bright colors, white white numbers or something so we can see it. Um, I don't even know when I'm going to edit these videos, but hopefully I'll be able to put in here. There was a mailbox, and this happened to be a delivery in the daytime, but all I could think about is that nighttime driving. I would have never found that house. I wouldn't have been able to confirm that was the address I was going to because they had a white mailbox with looked like they wrote in green crayon. You barely could see the address on the mailbox. I said I would have never been able to see this. Okay. With nighttime driving, especially, you definitely need to use your intuition because a lot of times the GPS will take you level. I use Google Maps. I do. People say, why you don't want to use Waze? Because I don't want them taking me down an alley. You're like, but it's gonna get me there. I mean, if I'm running when the apocalypse comes, and if I'm running from zombies, yeah, give me them side streets, yeah, or whatever. But I'm not. I give me how you get to there. If I was driving just give me the regular streets, please. Okay. But at any rate, Google Maps has this thing where it will tell you you're there at least 2 to 3 addresses away from where you actually are. So, like, take for instance, I'm going to 7736 Clifton Road, Decatur, Georgia, right? And I don't know if that's a real address. I just made that up in my head, but Clifton Road does exist. So if that is your address, I promise you, it may be just it was in the back of my subconscious if I delivered to you or I saw that address. So please forgive me. I don't know who you are. I'm not trying to dox you or anything. Um, Google Maps will tell me I'm there at 7730. Okay, if you listen to that thong or whatever sound that they make to say that you have arrived, okay, but if you don't have an address to, matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you one. This has happened a couple of times with Google Maps. They have had me go to the wrong address that said I am here. Okay, they have the address, then they'll tell you 7736. When I go into the DoorDash app, it's 7738. And that's why I never trust Google Maps as far as the address. I have to go back to the DoorDash app to confirm it is 7736 and not 7730. That is 7738 and not 7736 or whatever the situation is. So definitely check it, because Google Maps, if you use Google Maps, it will tell you that you're there before you're there. Okay. So that is a con. Not having an address to confirm where I am. Okay. Which means I'm going to call you. People, answer your phones. I'm delivering your food. Okay. So that is the one con, and my only con, to be honest with you, because outside of most of the places that I've delivered haven't been scary. You know what I'm saying? Not at night. Now I have go somewhere and say, "Oh, I would have never delivered here during the daytime. I mean, at night." But pretty much all the places that I've delivered so far since I've been dashing is been decent when I've delivered at night. You know what I'm saying? And it's inevitable to deliver at night if you want to make any real money. And I don't want to say real money, because some people get up as soon as the sun comes up and dash until the sun goes down. In the fall and winter, that time is shortened, okay, by at least 2 to 3 hours. Okay, the sun goes down at 5:30 here in Atlanta, 6 on a nice clear day in the winter. Okay, and it don't come up until what, 7. Whereas in the summertime, we have that now, like it is now. It doesn't get dark until like 8:30 here in Atlanta. Now maybe it's longer in California. The closer you get to the equator, the longer the days are year round. Mm-hmm. But it's inevitable to drive at night. But that was just only one pro and one con, is those addresses. So it'd be so nice, so awesome, if you are hearing this or you watch this or you know someone who dashes a lot. It would be so helpful if y'all gave us, if you live in an apartment complex, that you tell us the name of the complex. Okay, because apartments tend to, of course, promote their name that they give the apartment building or complex, and that I can look out for that, or we dashers can look out for the name of the complex. And it used to irk me with you as a non-tipper, and there are people that are just non-tippers. It's okay. Um, a lot of people don't like you, but if you don't care what people think about you, that's okay too. I am irritated by non-tippers, but I also know how it is when I don't tip. I too was a non-tipper when it came to like Postmates. I have, funny enough, I work for DoorDash, and I have never ordered DoorDash. I never ordered my food through DoorDash. Never. I've done Uber Eats. I've done Postmates. Now, mind you, when I did Postmates, this is back when I didn't have a vehicle, and I was at work, and I was hungry, and I couldn't wait until somebody came through with a vehicle, so I ordered me some food. You know what I'm saying? And then Uber Eats had, I got some a gift certificate for Uber. Time I had a vehicle, so what am I using Uber for? And plus, I never used Uber as, I think I used it once. I didn't like it. Like used it to be picked up. Lyft is my shit. Okay, unless they went downhill, Lyft, I will lift all day. Okay, but what was I saying? The more instructions that you give, the better. I was talking about tipping. Well, not, I wasn't talking about tipping, but I was saying, give us the best instructions. If you say, okay, if you go to the gate that's broken, you're at the wrong gate. Go around to the one on Euclid Street. You know what I'm saying? And then go here, put in this code, drive all the way back. I love those detailed instructions, except for when it's like, hand it to me and you're not meeting me out. When some people want you to, I'm finding more handed to me's now. Well, like you want me to come up and give it to you. There's not contactless deliveries anymore. So, child. So that is the pros and cons. That is the pro and the cons for me, your auntie, right? And delivering at night. So we're going in this segment right. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, that was nasty. Sorry about that. I know that wasn't very ladylike. But going on, let's talk about the short chat. Let's move into the short chat because this is what this show is about today. Just a series of short chats. Short chats. What is short chats? Short chats are topics that I haven't done the research on, but I still have an opinion just thinking of the idea of whatever it is. It may become it may become a 15 minutes of fun or the AKA main topic. But it isn't yet. So I may go more in depth with some of these topics that I'm going to be talking about today. Ooh, is my hand doing? Ooh, look at, ooh. Oh my, let me just how I put my hands in my pocket. Okay, so let's get into the short chats. Today is going to be a series of short chats. So the first one I want to talk about, girl, boy, have y'all heard about the settlement with Facebook? I haven't gone into finding out exactly what the settlement was for, but child, I filled out my information today. Okay, I don't know what they did. Were they selling my information? And being that they sell it, is this going to be a case that people are going to start bringing against other social medias like TikTok or Twitter or what's the Twitch? There's plenty Bigo. There's a lot of social medias out there that are probably doing the same thing that whatever they did, they paying a settlement for. Okay, now I heard about this a week or so ago that Facebook, aka Meta, has settled. And if you were a user of Facebook between the years of 2000, I think that, let me check. If you were a user of Facebook between, I know the year is 2007 and 2020. I mean December 2022. Okay, so that's a lot of time. If you was a user at all, you are eligible to submit a claim. Okay. Um, I'm gonna read a little bit of this. This is NRA Facebook Inc. Consumer Privacy User Profile Litigation. So it's basically talking about they may have released your information without you knowing, without approval. So it definitely has something to do with this. Um, if you are still in Facebook, okay, it is going to give you a notification to file a claim. Do it. It's not a scam. Go ahead and file the claim. Okay, they're supposed to do the settle. The money is supposed to end from what I saw around September of this year. So payments may be rolling out around that time. Go ahead and put your information in and get your claim. It might be a $5 deposit that you get. Okay, but get your $5. Okay, that $5 and get you a biggie bag at Wendy's. Okay. All right, so I feel like this is going to be something that I will move to a main topic because one of the segments I want to include is a question and answer or one question, legal eagle question. Again, I'm not an attorney, okay, but I've been in the legal field for a long time. Okay, I've done regulatory law. When I worked at administrative with regulatory, immigration, bankruptcy, plaintiff, personal injury, insurance claims, all of that. Now, I might not know the law that would help you, and I cannot practice law, but I can give you a tips on how to be a good client and what to expect when attorneys say this or that. Why is it taking your case so long? This or that. Why can't I get in touch with my attorney? I want to talk to my attorney. I know those because I've worked in the law firms for over 20 years, and my dad was an attorney. God rest his soul. So I kind of know a little bit about the process that they ask you to trust, right? So I could tell you, okay, this is probably what's happening. Oh, this is probably okay. Oh, they ask you for a what do you call it? When they ask you to pay something for this case, oh, that means they don't have a case. For you, especially if you're a plaintiff. See, I forgot what it is, but basically they hold money, and usually that's for defense or people they don't know if they have a case. I keep thinking in my mind the word stipends come in, but that's not what it is. It is a I know contingency basically means if you have a contingency case, that means that they only get paid if they win or settle. Okay, if they don't win your case or settle the case, your case is free. Okay, that means that they pretty much know if they do that, they know they got a case. Okay, so and I'll come up with that word later on when necessary, but it's plaguing my mind. I could say non-contin Let's see. I can't. I'm trying to think of the name. I'm trying to pull up the name, y'all, of the word that I'm looking for. I don't know. I am totally drawing a blank. Retainer. There we go. I found it. It's okay. So non-contingency cases, cases by a lawyer is an attorney is paid on an hourly rate, flat fee, or some version that is not conditioned on the outcome of the case. And they, if your attorney asks you for a retainer fee, then they don't believe in that your case is going. Okay, either that or they're your personal attorney for any and every situation that comes up. Okay, so there we go. There we go. It was retainer fee. If your attorney asks you for a retainer fee, I can tell you what that means. Okay, that person can't. I'm gonna tell you that now. That attorney can't win that case. Okay, okay, or they know they're not going to be able to sell it, or they question their ability to be able to do it. Okay, so yeah, that one, this Facebook settlement may be definitely a major main uh, topic in the future because of the legal. Like, what did I really submit a claim for, and what are we should we expect, because there's a lot of people that was using Facebook between 2007 and 2022, a lot. And if they weren't, there was a lot, definitely in 2020, between 2020 and 2022, there was a lot of people probably joined Facebook just because they were bored. So that part, all right. So just going on the Facebook thing, I was on Facebook because I had to get certain information. They ask you to give the account that you use the most. Because I have several Facebook accounts. I have my According to Akara, I have Akara Sweetness, I have just Akara Hatcher. I have a ton. I have at least 3 Facebook accounts, I believe. Child. And I ran into this video that I did, and I was talking big ish. Okay. Where let me see if I can get the sound. Let me start it from the beginning. It's an 8 minute or 9 minute rant. I went off. Now, the problem with that, outside of what happened, a lot of that was cap. That's what y'all young people say. That was cap. I gotta admit, I don't have goons, but I would find them. A lot of that was cap. Um, I was not a good representation of the Lord's. Okay, basically, I said that I had goons. This is 2017 video. I could see I was in my Malibu, so I was driving with Lyft and Uber, picking up people. I do remember it happening, but I don't remember telling anybody about it. But did go off on the person. Not that bad. But you don't get the fuck out of my face. I hate that. Don't step up behind me. Okay. Asking me for money. Don't come to the pump. Don't come to the cash. Don't come to the fucking ATM and ask me for money, bitch. I agree with that. I agree with how I felt, but some of that stuff was kept. Some I'm not gonna tell you what part. Just know that some of it was kept. Okay. I told some lies in there. I'll say this: I don't have goons ready. Okay, but I do have people that give a crap about me. And if I said, well, actually, I do have one goon. Okay, but for legal purposes, I can't tell you who it is. I do. If I told them this person that a story similar to that's what happened, and I know the person or whatever, something happened, that person would try to find you and harm you in some way, form, or fashion. So yes, I do have one now. Then I ain't have no goons. Okay, so just know I don't have goons, but I am loved, and I am protected spiritually. And I mean, I am protected because I do have angels, and God loves me, so He's gonna keep me. So yes, oh my God. So that when I went back and I watched that, I mean, because I was going back finding which one I had the longest. Because in the settlement claim, they asked you to give the email address and the username of the one you had the longest. So if you have several, Facebook accounts. So go there and find it out. But that boy, see, you said I am a crazy Christian bitch. That was also cap, but I would say that too. Well, maybe back then when I'm mad, I am cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Anything could go down. Okay, anything really could go down. Okay, and that is a great well, it's not a great example, but thankfully, I did not pull out a weapon. You know what I'm saying? To attack this person. You know, but yes, and nowadays I really feel like y'all homeless people be having cell phones, and if you're watching this, or you know someone that's watching that, do tell them that, because what if I was really, really, really having a bad day and did not have nothing to live for? At the time, I still had a teenage son. I mean, granted, he had just graduated. I mean, a young man who hadn't he wasn't on his feet. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still going through situations with my family and just the whole thing. So you catch somebody on the wrong day, you could get that in reality. Like someone, like I said, I just may have saved your life. Don't you wait for somebody to leave, especially in these southern states where people are licensed open, licensed to carry, or they don't have laws, or they have laws that allows you to carry, you can have a concealed weapon, a gun. You know what I'm saying? Without, and it's not illegal for you to have a concealed gun. That's a good topic. Let's talk about gun laws. That's going to be a main topic. Okay. So as I'm going through these, I'm thinking about um, that would be a good topic for me to do some research on and then bring it to you in the morning chat, and tell you how I feel about it, because I have different things or whatever. But that could be a main topic. So, child, the things I found in that old account that I have, people was wishing me happy birthday and stuff. I haven't been on that account for years, at least 2 years. No, actually, it said the last time I was in on that Facebook account was 2021. So, like, at least, yeah, that's 2 years. I ain't been in that account. I ain't studying that Facebook account until I need to make a claim. Okay, but yeah, I was popping big ish. You heard? I was popping big, big, big stuff then. So that was interesting. So let's move on to the next short chat. Is the cashless society? We really are. It's really happening, yo. It is really, really happening. Big time here in Atlanta. As I dash around the city, I'm seeing more and more restaurants, establishments that are putting up their signs that say we are cashless establishment. Either order online if you don't have a card available, or have a card. It is becoming really real. It's almost shocking to me that this cashless society is really. I shouldn't be shocked, because this was predicted a long time ago. Okay. And then I could say in the last 10 years, mhm, I could say almost 10 years. And 10 years was only 2013. 2013. It is rare that I have greenbacks in my pocket. If you don't know what greenbacks are, honey, if you're young and you never heard of that statement, Google it. That's the benefit of technology. Almost everybody got Google. We have a supercomputer in our hands, handheld supercomputers. Look it up. What is greenbacks? I don't have paper. I have been using cards. I don't even in the settlement with Facebook, they're not even asking you. They ask for your address, but they're not going to send you a paper check. They're like, we can direct deposit it. We can send it via Zelle, PayPal. I don't fuck with PayPal no more. Zelle, PayPal, Venmo. There's several ways that you can receive your money. But they ain't planning on sending you no check in the mail. Oh, no, no, no. So definitely get that. But it's really real, and it's not scary, because when I think about it, it's rare that I use cash. I'm surprised at the lottery. Like, I heard that you can play the lottery. You can swipe your card and pay for your lottery ticket, but most places don't. They want you to pay cash for your lottery. Watch that change. Watch that change. I say by the time Fed Now comes out, right after Fed Now, you can be able to buy your lottery ticket with your card. You will be able to swipe your card and get your lottery ticket. I mean, you're gonna go to vending events and they're gonna like, I don't accept cash. I'm gonna tell you right now, when I start vending my candles, I'm not gonna take cash. I'm gonna tell you why. Because the US dollar is going down. And not in a good way. So no, you can pay me with a card. You can cash at me. Okay? Don't PayPal me though. That PayPal you only have, you ain't getting my stuff because I don't fucks with PayPal at all. Okay. Um well, let me say very little. Like 1% I do it for family members that is still stuck on PayPal. But yeah, no, I don't do PayPal. Cash App for sure. Venmo I don't do much of, but I do have a Venmo account, but I ain't fucking with it. Square. Okay. So this is real. I just went to Woody's Cheesesteak over here off of Glenwood, and they had a sign up that said, "Come April 24th," which has passed. We're not accepting any cash. Wow! I'm telling you, collect as many coins as you possibly can because that is going to be more valuable than that paper dollar. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's metal. It's made of real metal. And the metal is valuable. Just saying. Isn't it amazing that we had coin shortages during 2020. And then now the US dollar is going down. Keep all your metal, your silver. If you have them bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair, and they're real gold. Okay, this is not. You might want to keep those, or get a skill, or if you have land, farm. Okay, I mean, do you a garden or something, so that you'll have something to trade for services or something, because that's the only way you're going. You know what I'm saying? Either that or we're going to go to the euro. Just a side note on this short chat, and I'm about to be out of here because I'm supposed to be on the road, but I think I'm gonna go a little bit later today. But just wondering. Now, I'll save that for another time. I'm just going down memory lane on Facebook. I realized I have been doing lives for a long time. I've been having something on my mind in the morning time for a long, long time. I was content creating for a while. I loved going live because I like talking because I got a lot to say. And sometimes it's about nothing. But whatever. Uh Lastly, my last little short chat I want to touch on is, where's spring? Where did spring go to? It came in early in February, and he was like, I'm early. I can't clock in yet. So it was like, I thought I could clock in. Let me back off. Okay. Then March came in. It's like, well, I mean, you came in early, but it's March now. It's time for you to clock in. And spring then went on break for real. And it got cold. And I said, we should have let her clock in February, huh? We should have let spring clock in on February, but no. No, we didn't let it happen. Confusing the flowers. They don't know the bees don't know the pollinator not. We had like a week of pollen. I mean, it's still come kind of falling, but not as strong. Then the cold came back. Winter's like, I'm still here because spring. We told her she was early. Come back when it's her time. And when she broke, she broke. She out. She out. It's like, oh, I went all the way home now. Now I gotta get dressed, take a shower and everything. Now you want me to come back? Miss me with that BS. And then summertime tried to, you know, summertime be coming in the daytime and winter be doing this shift at night. You be like in the 80s in the day and the 40s at night. Where they do that at? Arizona. That's where they do it. They do it in those, places like, because I do know that it could get really cold at night in the desert. But in the daytime, child. Okay, so yeah. So what is this? Where is spring? Hello? Are you on clock in before Memorial Day? It'll be too late then. Summertime is at work. Been doing your job. Okay. So where's springtime? Spring just said, no, have somebody else do it. And so winter and summer has been working together to cover spring's shift, I guess. Because the highest is supposed to be here in Atlanta is 68 motherfucking degrees today. That's the high. I have my heater on because I refuse to turn on my central air. This is the time where this is supposed to be the sweet spot where I don't have to use any of my gas for my heat or turn on my AC is the sweet spot. It is not. I have my heater on here and it's doing this daggone job. I'm actually resorted to wearing clothes in my home. Yeah, I really don't like wearing. As soon as I come in, I change into something more comfortable, which is usually underwear and a bra, at best. Okay, up in my place. Now I was like, because I refuse to turn. No, this is supposed to be my sweet spot, and guess what? That's not being turned on. My central air is not being turned on. Spring, you need to show up. Well, matter of fact, just stay, just go on. Well, come back next year. Let summer come on in, come Memorial Day, because you messing up. Okay, I don't know if I need to wear a coat or if I need to wear shorts. I don't know. I don't be know. When I go out there dashing, I don't know. I have at least 2 outfits in my vehicle right now because I don't know what I'm gonna deal with. Do I need this jacket? I won't need this jacket. It was so sweet going down to Florida for a day where it was actually warm. Okay, 80-something degrees. Palm trees, green leaves. It was beautiful. And they came up here. Like, I promise you, we left. It wasn't that cold on Saturday morning here in Georgia. We left it in a good spot. Came back, fall, and came back in town. It's like, wait a minute, hold up. Are we in April or September? What is going on here? What the heck is going on here? Well, for us, October, what's this? I wonder if climate change, when they say global warming, that's cold. It ain't global warming, it's global coldness. Okay? It's global coldness. There's places that are cool when they even in DC and Maryland, where I'm from. Hey, bro, I see that you joined. I appreciate you coming in. It is this way because I was watching. Oh man, well, I can't remember that girl name. I love her. She's a comedian, and she had an Instagram reel where basically saying what I was just saying. The summer to where's spring? And you know spring do what they want. She has a whole little real skit out there, and it's hilarious and so freaking true of what's going on right now. And then it's supposed to not warm up at all. It's not supposed to be above 70 all week long here in Atlanta. The hell is going on in the world today? Jesus coming back to get saved. Okay, you can have. I'm telling you, save life is fun. Because if you really know, you let God do the work. Okay, I'm still changing. I'm still under construction. You see these construction signs behind me. I'm still under construction. Okay, get your life right. And the worst comes to worst, the end of days come, and there is no heaven, there is no hell, there's nothing. But you did good. And you were nice to people. Unfortunately, you were nice because you thought you was trying to get to heaven, but you were nice to people. And you formed bonds in a network. Okay? That's the worst thing, because I was nice to somebody that I shouldn't have been nice to. I mean, what? You didn't kill that person? I didn't kill the bum that walked up on behind me. But anyway, yeah. So where's spring? We're gonna end it on that. We're gonna find, hopefully by next morning chat, which will be tomorrow, we'll find spring. Not here in Georgia, though. Not here in Georgia. Anyway, that's all I have for y'all today. I will see y'all tomorrow for the morning chat, and we're gonna talk about a subject, God's willing. All right. You all have a good one. Thanks, bro, for showing up. Tell a friend, tell a kin. Okay. Get my following up. Get in here. I would love for you all to come in here. My subscribers here on YouTube, come in. Ask some questions. Let's make this exciting. I want to hear from y'all. Okay, what's your comments? What do you want? Is there questions? Is there something that you want me to talk about? Please get in here. Tell me about what's going on. What happened to Trump? I heard he turned himself in. He might even be behind bars. Can someone tell me? Can we update me on this? And we can talk about it. Hello? But I thank all my ones that watch after the show. Join my Patreon. Join me on Sunday for Single and Satisfied. That is not just for single people. We need, and women. It is for everyone that has something to do with it. Remember, married people, I know it's been a long time, but y'all weren't always married. Okay? You can give us single people some tips and tricks or hacks on how to get married if you want to be married. How does men reach women? Especially the guys. I'm going to specifically ask the guys. I'm going to specifically ask men to be here on the show so that we get their opinion. And I want y'all to speak up and talk to us. Okay? And married people, married men, married women. We want you all here at 7:30 on IG. We're going live, and I can bring you in. We want to talk to you. Okay? All right. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.